So how am I gonna create a support network? Um, if I post a video to YouTube, I might get 4 or 5 views. Um, I suppose if I continue making videos and they're quality content, over time I'll start getting subscribers and people who are interested in the subject of overcoming binge eating will watch them. Um, if I dedicate my channel to that issue for the next few months as I try to escape this never ending cycle of binge eating, regretting myself. I'll never do it again, and doing it every single night over and over and over again. It's just like this fucking hell where, you know, what's the Greek mythology story of a guy who's doomed to roll a giant boulder up a mountain every single day till the end of days, and it always falls back down the mountain, and he's forced to go back down the mountain and then push it back up the mountain again over and over and over again as his muscles ache and scream in pain. Um, just the same, and it's the same thing every single day. Nothing changes. It's just the same pain, and then the same disappointment over and over and over and over and over and over again. And for me, it's been over 10 years of struggling with it. So, you know, think about that. 365 days in a year, over 3,000 days of binge eating, regretting it, and not being able to stop it. I've had periods of, a few days, a few weeks, and one time I think a little over a month where I was able to stop binge eating junk food. But 95% of the time I'm stuck in the binge eating cycle. So this is my life, and because of it I haven't been able to succeed in my life, in school, in my career, and to have a career. Right now I'm unemployed, just doing side jobs, not even working full time, and living in my parents' basement. That's the situation I'm in. And I don't know where I can go to get support about this. Like, I see some people live stream on Reddit, but I don't qualify for that. I can't live stream on YouTube. I'd love to be able to interact with people, live stream a video and then have people join the chat and answer questions, and, find a support group of people that care whether or not I succeed or fail. But I guess all I have to do is just make a video every single day discussing different aspects of addiction and different aspects of willpower, different aspects of motivation. So it'll serve to both have me explain all these different relevant topics to overcoming my binge eating and developing motivation to do the things I need to do to get my life together and pursue my dream of starting a podcast and discussing, the hyper intellectual subjects I love to discuss. And it'll also be the beginnings of videos about the various topics I love to discuss, psychology, medicine, functional medicine, addiction, self-control, self-improvement. So I have to make a video every single day and start producing content. And I'll start producing content now, even before it's quality content. And I'll just strive to every day make it higher quality content. And I'll strive every day to report back that I ate healthy the night before and I'm making progress. And if not, I suppose I'll just keep making videos remarking on the fact that I've failed, discuss a few things that I want to put out there into the universe, a few ideas that I have that I think are important for people to understand, and then ultimately kill myself. And then at least people have something to look upon to see why I decided to take my own life, and understand you know what I wanted to do in this life, how I wanted to have a positive impact on the world, why I couldn't overcome my addiction to junk food, my addiction to binge watching TV shows and movies, and my procrastination and my lack of motivation and my isolation. And perhaps in death, at least my life will have some meaning, which is more than I could hope for before I started making this video. So yeah, I just start making videos every day, and I'll start preparing topics in advance to discuss in depth, different theories of motivation, different models of addiction. I'll discuss nutrition, discuss the ketogenic diet, discuss the bulletproof diet, how to modify it, how you can modify it to fit your individual needs, and a whole range of different subjects. And producing these videos will also meet my need for creativity, because I'll be creating something. Though, until I start having enough motivation and energy to put real effort into them and prepare what I want to say ahead of time, and become better at articulating my thoughts, they won't be quality creations. And it's only until they become quality creations that I'll really derive satisfaction out of them. I really want to get my shit together and save up for a podcast studio and interview people and have really fascinating and interesting discussions that, similar to Joe Rogan, but a little bit more on the intellectual side. I have 129 point IQ, which isn't that great. I feel kind of stupid compared to people like Jordan Peterson and Sam Harris, who have 150 point IQs. And I don't think that my IQ is really that high. It's just that the average reading and writing level of people nowadays is what, most newspapers are written at a 4th grade reading level. You go back and read letters written by commoners or peasants during the early 19th and 18th century, and they were far more eloquent than I am, without any formal education. So I just think my intelligence is just a reflection of how stupid people become today, rather than anything special about me. I just had the benefit of, having read, a few hundred books a year back in grade school. I used to be addicted to reading instead of binge watching TV shows and movies. And I was addicted to reading first fiction and then non-fiction, and then I learned a great deal about various different fields of study, and then my addictions changed from good things to things that result in my self-destruction. But tonight, I plan not to binge eat junk food, but to eat healthy. And hopefully it's the first day of many days of me making the right choice and moving forward. I'll make a video later again tonight discussing whether or not I'm making the right choice or if I'm fucking myself over. And I'll report again tomorrow morning.